Hello and welcome to the Bohemian Podcast. I'm your host, Pete Coleman. We're here in the southern part of Prague in a suburban area called Chodov, and we're taking part in a witch burning festival here today. Now what that means is the ushering out of winter and ushering in of spring on April 30th, 2015. It's kind of a neat experience to get over the idea of witch burning. We're burning a witch in effigy, to get the idea that we're getting rid of winter. So people in the local communities throughout all of Prague and throughout all of Bohemia will come in and give bonfires to cook bratwurst and beer and drum circles and a whole lot of other activities. You'll see a lot of kids dressed up as you would think in America, dressed up for Halloween in witches' costumes and whatnot. And the culmination will take part later on tonight when we're actually burning a witch in effigy to get rid of the winter time and bring in spring. So it's going to be a very interesting night tonight. We're glad you're with us, and I hope you enjoy the program this evening.
This is the 2015 Witch Burning Festival, and as you can see, I'm burning a couple of witches right here. No, wait a minute. They're brats. Reminds me of a little bit of a redneck shindig back home. Except I don't understand what they're saying, so again, it reminds me of back home. The beer's good, I assume. I haven't had mine yet.
There you go.
And they probably do this to burn away the evil winter spirits and bring forth the summer. That's my guess. I think all old pagan rituals are basically that, right? Yeah. Kill the old winter gods, bring them, yeah.
Sounds good.
Does that sound about right?
Witches' Night, known as Čarodějnic in Czech, is probably better known by its German name of Walpurgisnacht. The Czechs' Witches' Night is rooted in pagan tradition to stamp out the forces of winter. Those pagans believed the spirits of winter were at their strongest on April 30th. Lighting up the witch in effigy apparently wards them off. This ancient pagan festival can trace its roots back to the pre-Christian farmers and shepherds that viewed May 1st as the beginning of the new half-year. Moving from winter into spring allowed for the expulsion of the winter chill. Later, people would make large pyres to light them on fire and burn the evil out of the winter season, and this took the form of burning the symbolic witch. Czechs used to believe that the power of the witches would weaken as the weather got warmer, so they thought if they made something that looked like a witch and burned it, they could finally get rid of the cold weather.
So events like this are happening all around Prague tonight. From downtown, there's huge ones to where they burn some of the biggest witch effigies, to smaller kind of gatherings like this where it's more of a barbecue setting. Still a historic building around, but very different atmosphere than some of the ones downtown that are super crowded. This is more of like a neighborhood block party, I don't know. But it is a rich tradition, like it has been happening for a very long time. And I wonder if people even realize why it's happening these days, because it's so far removed from their roots. But it is really neat that they still do this and this is still going on. So,
as dusk approaches, the rhythm of the drum circle slows to a stop, and the crowds temporarily vacate the area so the witch pyre can be assembled and the wood can be stacked on high for the ceremonial lighting. Children start to become more and more impatient, waiting for the highlight of the evening to begin. The night gives way to the propping up of the straw witch, and the fire brings the warmth.
We want to thank you very much for joining us tonight on the Bohemian Podcast on our YouTube channel. We hope you get a chance to subscribe subscribe and also listen to our audio podcast on bohemican.com. For Travis Dow, I'm your host, Pete Coleman. Nascodano.